Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of John Matrixx Talks Movies. If this is your first time visiting the channel, please hit subscribe to catch future videos from me. Today, I'm going to review First Man. I saw this movie yesterday and I want to give you my take on this film. Now I have to say right off the bat, I was looking forward to this movie a lot. I'm a fan of real space movies like Apollo 13. But this movie was a letdown. I know that it is getting very good reviews and the critics love it, and I think a lot of people love it. But for me, it just did not hit the mark at all. Now I'm going to start off telling you about what I liked. And the only thing that I really liked about this movie was the actual space stuff. When he's in outer space and doing the Gemini 8 training mission, that was cool, and he loses control and they land safely, so that was pretty cool to see. Also, everything with the actual trip to the moon and the lunar landing and actually walking on the moon, that was fantastic. It was visually amazing. I can't complain about anything about that. Damien Chazelle did a great job directing the space scenes in this movie. However, everything else was truly a letdown. First of all, I hated the way they portrayed Neil Armstrong in this movie. Neil Armstrong is supposed to be an American hero, and the way that they had Ryan Gosling portray Neil Armstrong in this movie, he portrayed him as a salty, bitter, emotionless man. He was just miserable throughout the entire movie. His relationship with his wife was almost non-existent, and his relationship with his kids was very non-existent. And I don't think Neil Armstrong in this movie smiles one time. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I saw him smile one time in this film at all. It was very frustrating watching what Neil Armstrong was doing when he was packing his bags to actually go for his space flight to the moon. They put him as a man that didn't want to say goodbye to his kids, and the way he treated his wife had to make him, say goodbye to his kids. And I don't think that happened at all. I don't know why they portrayed Neil Armstrong in that way whatsoever. And the worst scene in this movie to me was the final scene when Neil Armstrong comes back and he's in quarantine and he sees his wife. In that scene, there's no word spoken. He doesn't tell his wife hi or anything. When he sees her, he just has this emotionless expression on his face, like he doesn't even care if she is there. It just really bothered me the way they portrayed him. I mean, he was like this throughout the whole movie. I mean, he starts off with tragedy at the beginning of the movie with his daughter passing away, but he is just so bitter throughout this movie. That's not the Neil Armstrong that I know from history. And I really doubt that Neil Armstrong was like that in real life. Now, there is a lot of tragedy in this movie. I believe 4 or 5 characters in the movie died. And this is based on real events. The Gemini 8 mission, I believe it's 3 astronauts that died, and actually showed that scene with Jason Clarke. He was one of the astronauts. And he's an actor, from Terminator Genesis. He was one of the astronauts that died in this movie. So I know there's a lot of emotion probably going on with Neil Armstrong, but I don't think you should portray him like that for the entire movie. And I guess the biggest flaw of this movie is that the movie just drags. It just drags and drags and drags. It feels like the movie is just going on forever, because the scenes are just so boring and so lifeless until you actually get to the space training stuff. Everything else is dull. And I may be in the minority on this movie, but when I watched a movie like Apollo 13, there was just so much emotional drama, so much tension, great scenes, great actors, and this movie just completely missed the ball for me. What do you guys think on this? Have you seen First Man? I mean, do you plan on seeing First Man? Let me know that in the comments. And please, if you're new here, please subscribe to the channel so you can catch future videos from me. And we will catch you on the next video. John Matrixx, out.